Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and today's our podcast number, I believe it's 54. Oh my goodness, so podcast number 54. Welcome one and all to everyone that's been hanging around with us for over a year now, and to all of our new yarny friends that have joined us of late. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's my favourite day of the week. It's Thursday and today's the 19th of October 2023, which is the day that we all get to hang out here at Coco's Crochet, catch up on what we've been doing all week. I get to share my makes with you, showcase a lot of your makes, and down in the comments everybody else has the opportunity to let us know what you've been up to as well, because as we all know, sharing is caring, and all of us love to know what everybody else is doing because it gives us a little bit of inspiration as always. And of course, you know, it's always nice to share what you're up to because we are all in this together. We love crochet. That's what brings us together. And it's so nice to have like-minded people to talk about something you love so much. So take the opportunity to share away. Now, excuse me. Today I'm wearing my hat, a little beanie that I made a couple of weeks ago because, as most of us know, and if you don't know, I want to make you aware that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it is international. Now I'm wearing a little beanie that I crocheted watching a YouTube tutorial by Crochet Jewel, and the name of the actual video is Crochet a Pink Ribbon Awareness Hat. So if you like the look of this hat, by all means please go ahead and make one. I absolutely enjoyed making one. It didn't take long to crochet up at all. I used my favorite Spot Saver yarn, which is about a 10 ply yarn, and my favorite 6mm hook. So, you know, please go ahead and have a look at all the different makes that you can create for, you know, the awareness of breast cancer. You know, maybe next year I'll make a little scarf to go along with it to have a little set. Now, I kind of wish that before I came on, I revisited our yarny friend Shannon over at Shannon Talks Yarn. She's got a brilliant video on cute ways to style your hair when wearing a beanie. So Shannon, maybe I'll go and have another little look at that video. And if you guys haven't met Shannon yet, please go ahead and do so. She is a wonderful yarny friend and she has so much great content. So yeah, please go and visit her. Now, let's jump into today's podcast. As always, I've got my clipboard ready, my pen ready, and we shall tick away because there are quite a few things that I'd like to get through. Most importantly, your makes. So I cannot wait. Now, being Thursday, guys, what do we always start off with? Tile of the Week Thursday. Now, what's that all about? Some of you may not know, and if you want to see even more about it, if you put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, you will get bombarded by videos, but the main ones to go and watch are over at Manfers Makes, because Sam, our friend over there at Manfers Makes, and her partner Mike are the ones that are hosting this organic crochet along. Now, Sam was gifted this book, 100 Crochet Tiles, 63 weeks ago, I believe now, because we are up to tile number 63. Unbelievable, right? So when Sam received this in Happy Mail, she thought, oh wow, how exciting, I'll make each and every tile, not realizing that it was going to take 2 whole years, because you know we might have a little break over Christmas because it'll be nice to spend more time with the family, and that's the permission that Sam and Mike give us, so we will take it. Now, this tile is an inset mosaic tile, which is about the 4th or 5th one that we've made. And I think in total we have, oh, I should have counted them, but we have at least another 4 to go. This is not my favorite style of making tiles, but I will definitely persevere because I have made a commitment to myself and Sam and Mike to do so. And it has been a lot of fun along the way. Now, when you see my tile, and I'll tell you what I used to make it, and then of course I'll show you Josephine's tile. Now, Josephine's tile looks amazing this week. Please focus on hers because I learned something from this week's color choices. Horrible color choices when you're making mosaic crochet because the 2 colors pretty much blended together and it doesn't really show what the tile should have looked like. Now, the name of this week's tile is called The Shining Star, and let me just show it to you. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I love books. I don't pull them apart, but this book just falls apart. So there it is there, guys. That's what it's meant to look like. And rest assured, Josephine's does, mine does not. Now, what do I use to create my tiles? Each and every tile I use the same style yarn, which is a 100% acrylic. And here's my little floppy skeins here because I am powering through my scraps. So 8 ply, 100% acrylic, and I use my 5mm hook. Now I have 7 colors that I choose, like pick from, to create the tiles. And when I show you this week's tile, you'll see why I say that these colors weren't a very good color combination for mosaic tiles, that is. So without any further ado, I have been blocking it, and maybe I've stretched it too much. I wonder if that's why. Maybe that's why it doesn't really show the pattern. But anyway, I'll show you my tile this week. That's what it looks like. Now, I took a little tip before I show you Josephine's from Mike, and thank you, Mike, for sharing this tip. I thought it was awesome. Every week, these inset mosaic tiles, it is inset. Yes, it is inset. Oh, and by the way, they were 18 rows, these tiles. It was 18 rows. They come out really wonky and quite wavy, and I wasn't quite sure, and I was thinking, is it the amount of stitches or chains that we do in between, you know, when we leave the gaps to do the, so when we do this double crochet here to create the pattern, I wondered if we chained one less that it would maybe make a difference. And Mike happened to say that that's what he'd been doing, and he had seen a huge difference in his tiles. So guess what, Mike? I actually did that this week, and I think it certainly did help. Now, I don't know if you've tried this, but I'm going to do this for next week's tile. In the corners where it says to chain 2, I'm going to chain 1. So maybe that will help with the waviness as well. So thank you for sharing that tip with us, Mike. If any of you hadn't already seen that, you know, I'm just sharing that with you. Please go and watch their last week's video and you'll be able to see it there as well. Now let me show you Josephine's tile. Hers is absolutely gorgeous and looks like the way that it should. Stunning. Thank you so much, Josephine, for sharing your tile with us. Now, Josephine uses a 3.5mm hook and DK weight or 8 ply yarn as well, and I absolutely love your color combinations. Now, that hot pink color made it all pop. So like I said, note to self, no more 2 light colors together. Oh, I'll try to show you them together, but he won't really. Mine doesn't look anything like that. I think I may have overstretched it as well. But anyway, that is our tile of the week, Thursday, number 63. So what do we always do, guys? We grab our clipboard and our pen and we mark it off, tick, done. We can put that away for now and wait for tile number 64. We're powering away, guys. We're getting closer and closer to that 100, which means then we can, well, I'm going to put all my tiles together and make like a keepsake blanket from this wonderful crochet along. So let me just tick that for you. So excited to be able to say that that one's done, because as I said, me and Insert Mosaic, we're not best friends yet. We're trying to be friends, so let's leave it at that. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. I get to show all of your wonderful makes. I will need my glasses to make sure they're reading all the stats correctly, so let me just pop them on. Here they are here. I've got to try to get them under my hat here, guys, my beanie. There we go, perfect. Now, the very first make comes to us, and wait till you see this. Oh my goodness. It is stunning. Now, I can imagine the work that went into this. This comes to us from our yarny friend, Megan. Thank you so much, Megan, for sending it in. Absolutely love your color choices, and I absolutely love the purples in there. Now, Megan says that this is her most prized project, and rightly so, I say. Excellent job. Thank you for sharing it. Now, it took Megan about a month to crochet. She used a Karen ombre yarn and a 5mm hook. Now she's put this on a hoop and she's hung it on her wall. I imagine it looks so beautiful up there, and Megan plans to make more, and she says that it was a lot of fun to make. I think it is gorgeous. Let me bring it up a little bit closer so you can all see the detail. Absolutely stunning. So thank you so much, Megan, for sharing that with us. And then, as always, our friend Liza, she said even though she's been busy this week, she managed to make one little amigurumi, and this is a little Libra. So she's been working through the zodiac sign in the last few weeks, and this is the Libra from her Crochet Now magazine. How cute is he? Look at his rainbow nose. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for sharing him with us. Really, really do appreciate that. Now, Fran has been very, very busy and she has sent in quite a few makes, and I hope that your little hands are feeling better, Fran, because I know that they have been sore of late, but you've still managed to produce some beautiful, beautiful crocheted items. So without any further ado, guys, let me share them with you. Now, as you can see down the bottom here, Fran uses the Spot Saver yarn that I absolutely love as well. So now these 3 mermaid tails, so it's the start of some mermaid tails. So there's some works in progress for her nieces, and I'll show you the finished one while I talk about them as well. How gorgeous is this, guys? Absolutely love it, Fran. Now, Fran says that this finished one is for her little cousin, and she's used Lime Brand ombre yarn and Karen latte cakes to make all the little mermaid tails. And the pattern is bought, you can either buy it on Etsy or on Ravalry, and it's called Crochet Mixed Rainbow Mermaid Tail Blanket by Emma Do. They are gorgeous. Now, that's her first lot of makes, but it doesn't stop there, guys. Fran has also made 2 little lovies, and they're for her little cousins. Oops, sorry, out of focus. They are the sweetest little bunnies, and I love their little lovies attached to them and the shell stitch around them as well. Very, very pretty. Thank you for that, Fran. And wait till you see all her cardies and beautiful summer tops. So I'll show you the 2 sides of the hex. So this is a hexagon cardigan or a hexi cardi. So this is the front, and I'll just show you the back while I give you some stats on it. There it is there. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, Fran says that she made this for her cousin who lives here in Sydney. And when Fran and I met up earlier in the year at the crochet convention, she actually stayed with that cousin. So how wonderful is that? And she's used her Spotlight yarn and in the colour Shadows. And it's a free pattern from Hobie. Very, very pretty. Thank you for that one, Fran. And Fran's made 2 summer tops as well. Now I'll show you one at a time. So this one, Fran says that this is like a granny square style top, and it is a free pattern by rovehandmade.com, and she's used it making ship's shears. I can never say that, guys. And the colour Sun-Kissed, and it is a 4-ply cotton yarn. And here is the other one. They are both absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so very, very, very much, Fran, for sharing your makes with us. Always love seeing what everyone is making. And Liza, of course, and Megan, beautiful makes from all of you. Thank you so much once again for inspiring us and, wanting us to add more things to our crochet to-do list. I know I certainly do every single week. It is getting longer and longer and longer. So all of you, let us know what you've been up to in the comments down below. And if any of you would like to share anything with us, please send it across to my email, and I will showcase it every week for everybody to admire. Now, the next thing that I've been working on personally, the first thing that I've done, so wait a minute, I need to tick, guys. I haven't ticked because I don't want to forget anything. Okay, so now we're up to our Crochet Society calendar for 2022, and I still have 2021 in the background. I've been powering away, trying to crochet 24 squares and putting this blanket together before the calendar for 2023 comes out, which I believe will be shipped to us at the end of November. Speaking of Crochet Society, I'm expecting a box hopefully to be shipped out at the end of this month, so soon we'll have another unboxing. Anyway, back to calendar 2022. For all of the beg your pardon, for all the squares we use this Bella Coco Confection DK yarn. It is 100% acrylic. I really like these week's colors. So this color, I'll show you like that, is Creamy Coffee. And then we've used the same color yarn that we used last week. That's what's left of it now, and that's a Sugared Almond. So they actually look very, very pretty together. And we did use both our polymer clays that have come with the calendar in one of the little drawers. We have a number 4mm polymer clay hook. Now this was used for the first 7 rows of the square, and for the lucky last row, number 8, we used a 3.5mm hook. and this is what it looks like. It is called Stags. Now we have made one before. At from a distance you can see that that's the stag there. There it is there, and there it is up close. Now this is tapestry style crochet, and I actually really do enjoy this type of crochet. Now let me show you what's coming up, guys. So next tile, oh, we've done one of these before as well. It's called the zigzag. So there it is there. We should be seeing that one hopefully next week. So we've got 18, 26 tiles to go. So let's see if I manage to finish them before the next calendar comes out. That would be great because it has been sitting there for a while, guys. So that's that done. Now, the next thing I really want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to put my glasses on because I want to get all my stats right, is something that people have been talking about for a while. Most of our yarny friends, and I can rattle off a few names off the top of my head, like Shirley, Alley Cat, and I believe Josephine as well, and I'm sure many, many more of you have been talking about the Boggy Creek Camp blanket drive. Now, I thought it was something that wasn't within my reach, even though I really wanted to help. And this week I had a light bulb moment, which I'll talk about in a moment. But before I get started, I've actually got some stats for you that I was so interested and excited about. Although other people have been talking about them and you may have heard them as well, I went in to have a look at all the original videos that have been put out by the hosts. And let me tell you, it is so heartwarming to see the video where they do the tour of the actual camp. You know, it brings tears to your eyes, but they're tears of joy and warmth, and something that I highly recommend you all go and visit and watch if you haven't already done so. It is absolutely amazing what they accomplish at this camp and how much these beautiful children benefit from it. So let me pop my glasses on because I love doing my little research and I really want to share it all with you. So here we go. Now, Boggy Creek Camp is a blanket drive for a camp based in Florida. Now, this camp is for very sick children, and some do have terminal illnesses. Each week, the children that attend are grouped with the same sickness or disease or the same diagnosis, so that they're taken care of by a team of doctors and nurses that are on site. So they're all there, either whether it's a weekend or a week, they're there specifically for those children. So instead of mixing them up and making it chaotic, they were clever enough to say no. Each and every time we'll have one specific diagnosis, which means that these children feel so comfortable amongst everybody because they're there with the same situation. Now, this amazing place was founded by Paul Newman, the actor. Some of you are my age and you would know who that is. If not, look him up. He's pretty cool. And also General Schwarzkopf. I don't know anything about him, I'm sorry, but I will endeavour to do so. Now, Boggy Creek Camp is one of 17 or 18 camps, but this one has been specifically targeted by the YouTube community and us crocheters to make sure that we make a difference by contributing to this wonderful blanket drive. Now, these children get to experience everything as per every other child at a camp, include activities including horseback riding, camping and swimming in ginormous Olympic-sized swimming pools. It is just amazing. Now, the great thing is that all the children's families, after the children have their time there, attend, and then they get to meet each other. And the main thing that comes out of this is lifelong friendships. And what this camp actually promotes is kindness. So how amazing is that, guys? What an absolute beautiful ethos to have, you know, that this is what they want to promote. Just being kind. I absolutely love it. Now, the three hosts for the Boggy Creek Camp blanket drives are Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too, Billy, the Crafty Floridian, and Lynette, Charmed Grammy Crochet. Now, this all started because Nancy's mum and her little group of volunteers needed some blankets. They make other things, for example, some little bears, I think they are, or rabbits. I think they're bears that the children take away as well, but they needed blankets. And I'll talk about the blankets in a moment. And Nancy's mum reached out to Nancy, said, can you crochet me a couple of blankets? Of course, Nancy said yes. And then as she spoke to other friends of hers, that were YouTube creators, they said, we've got the perfect forum to ask for a huge worldwide blanket drive, and that's what they've done. And all of us are jumping on board, which I think is amazing. Now, you can see all the live unboxings, and one has only just happened on the 16th. So what's today, guys? We said today is the 19th. I'm pretty sure it was the 16th, unless I read the number upside down. There was a huge unboxing, and all the lives of all the unboxings are on Billy's channel, the Crafty Floridian. So I'll put all these names down in the description box. Now, all the blankets are meant to be a specific size so they can fit on the children's beds and they can take them away. If you happen to have any bigger blankets lying around, by all means send them, because they stay there for the staff. So nothing goes to waste, but the children don't take any blanket unless it's this specific size, which is 35 by 40 inches wide, which equates to 89 to 102 centimeters, or 40 by 50 inches long, or 102 to 127 centimeters. So that's just something to keep in mind, and I'll also put that in the description box down below. Now, on this boxing that I refer to, Nina from Nina's Knots Crochet was also present, because she put it out that people sent her granny squares and that she would put them all together, and she has received them in masses, which is amazing. And to date, she has put together 15 blankets. And what I absolutely love about Nina's blankets is that each and every one of them, she's endeavored to do this, and if she's missed one, she said she'll go back. She puts a little heart square on there as well, which I think is so beautiful. Now, Nina did say that she uses the slip stitch or a single crochet stitch to put all the squares together to create these amazing blankets. And as I said, you can see that, see all those blankets on that the most recent live unboxing of all the blankets. And Nina has also sent 2 of her blankets in as well. So please go along and see those. Now, before I tell to you about my commitment to this blanket drive, I also wanted to bring your attention to something I knew nothing about, and it's the Boggy Creek tumbleweeds. Now, this is amazing. It's also, you can use your scrap yarn. So if you've got a lot of scrap yarn lying around, this is something that would be so much fun, and it wouldn't take very long at all to make. So basically you make a pom-pom. So if you wrap around your hand, so to give you an idea of what size they want, so just a yarn that would be around the 10 to 12 ply, so a bit bigger than a DK weight, and worsted, I think that's the next size up. If you manage to get, I think they said 10 to 15 times around your hand, and then grab a piece of yarn, you don't have to chain it, just the same yarn, a length that would be at least, the length of your arm, because what you do then is you tie that around, cut it up, and you have your pom-pom. Now, they don't recommend that you tie the end together, because what in essence that'll be will be like a necklace for the children. And what they do is they walk around, and when they see an act of kindness, they take off one of the yarns from their pom-pom and they give it to the person who they're rewarding them for their act of kindness, and that person ties it on, let's call it the chain part of, the bit that goes around their neck. So what their goal is at the end of the camp is for everyone's pom-pom to be empty and everyone's chain to be full of the knotted yarn. So how wonderful is that, to keep encouraging, the kindness aspect of the whole idea of this camp as well. So that's something to keep in mind, guys, because some of you may be interested in making the Boggy Creek tumbleweeds, which I think is pretty awesome as well. So I've actually been able to make a commitment, which I didn't think I would be, and I'll tell you how I came about to that. So I was watching our friend Caroline from Caroline for the Love of Crochet, and she was talking about her Boggy Creek blanket that she was in the process of creating, and she did mention, like everybody else does, that the price of shipping is ridiculous, and that may be what limits some of us to sending across to Florida, especially if you live at the other side of the world like I do. And then she said, well, maybe a good idea would be to use your lighter weight yarns, because that would cut down on the cost of postage. And that's when I had that light bulb moment. I said to myself, there's your answer, Litza. That's the answer you've been looking for. So thank you so much, Caroline, for just making that comment that you probably thought didn't make much of a difference, but it really was, like, it changed my way of thinking about this. I was now in a position where I thought I can definitely do this. Now, the other thing that made me think that it's more doable for me is, and I should have mentioned earlier, is that this blanket drive started in August and it ends at the end of January 2024. I, for some reason, wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. I thought it was pretty much coming to the end of like in November or something. I was thinking that had to be there before Christmas. It was going to be done, this drive, and I didn't think that I'd have a good opportunity to contribute as much as I'd like. But knowing that I have until January, end of January, which means I'd probably have to ship by, end of December, because it is a busy time of year, Christmas time, to get them there on time. Now, the other thing that they talked about when I was watching the videos is that sometimes they like blankets that are themed, for example, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, fall, spring, whatever. Not necessary, absolutely not. But how nice would that be too if we could incorporate some of those blankets, that we send across. And of course, it doesn't matter what style blanket you send, what stitch you use, what combination of stitches, as long as it fits the measurement criteria. So as I said, Caroline put this great idea into my head, and then I thought, okay, what's the lightest weight that yarn weight that I have? Now let me pop my glasses on, because I want to make sure I give you the right stats. So I thought the lightest weight yarn that I have is this baby chenille yarn, and I have made so many blankets using this, and I know how beautiful and soft they come up. So I thought, what's the quickest stitch for me? Corner to corner. Let's be real, guys, it's easy to manage the size of it as well. So what I've done is and I'll show you the colors that I'm using so far. I've gone to my 35 inches wide, and I'm going to take it down to 45 inches long, because that gives me 5 inches to do a border, which within 5 inches, to make sure that I fit the measurements correctly. So I've been using this, I'm up to my 5th ball. So here's my 4 balls, and I'll show you the yarn there. So I've got these wonderful little packs of chenille yarn that I had purchased on sale from Spotlight. And this is the color, I've written it down, Ambient. So here it is here, the start of my blanket, guys. I've also got the yarn attached. So it's nothing special other than a corner to corner, but hopefully it'll make someone feel very special. So as I said, I've finished there we go. There you go. So we're at that, that's the width. So now I'm working on the width and the length of it. So, I've started decreasing on one side. I'm up to my 5th ball. So I figure I've gone through the 4 and only a very small amount of this second one, because these are all 100% polyester 50-gram balls. So I'm thinking I've got more than enough of this color, because I've still got 5 more to go. And then I've got quite a few different colors. So I've got the lemon color, and I've got the mint, the beautiful baby blue, and also this natural color. So I can use either a combination of these, or just one of these, or 2 of these, just to create the border, and that will be that blanket done, which won't take very long at all. And it is going to be super lightweight, which is amazing, and super soft, which I love even more. Now I have been using my 6.5mm hook, which makes it finish up even quicker, which is so awesome. So that's my commitment, guys. I'm able to very, very happily say that I am able to jump on board this amazing, amazing blanket drive, which I was very concerned that I wasn't doing it because, as we all know, we just have that need to give back to the community, and now I'm able to do so. So thank you very much, Caroline, and thank you to all our hosts for allowing us to jump on board as well. It just warms our heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll keep you guys up to date as to how I'm progressing, but I won't be sending my blankets out until until the end of December. So who knows how many I'll be able to commit to by then. At the very least, I'm predicting 3. So let's see how we go. Now, let me tick that off my list, guys, because that was a super important one. Now, the next thing I'll show you is some of my Halloween makes, and then I think I'll be done. We don't really celebrate Halloween very big in our house, but I've really caught on the bug because I keep seeing everybody out there that creates things, and some of the suburbs around our neighborhood do, and some of the homes do celebrate and decorate their homes, but in our little pocket of streets, we don't have very many young families, so you don't really see that, but when I drive around, I do. But I've certainly caught the bug, and as you know, I've made my little witch gnome last week, and I absolutely love her. Let me just bring her up close for those. Oh, she's lost her little spider. There she is there, guys. I absolutely love her. The little spider fell off, but that's okay. Now, some of you may remember our little Hobie Halloween, little doll that I created, Goldie, as she is now known. And here she is with her Halloween witch's outfit. Now, I still don't have purple, guys, but I love her little skirt. It's got the little picos on the edge. I've put a little pop stud in the back. I love her hat, how it's nice and crooked, and her little shoes as well. Now, let me just show you the pattern that I used and the yarn that I used. So I just worked off this free pattern from Hobie. Now, I do like that they use the black, but I don't have enough black to spare. So I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter. Bright and happy for Halloween is awesome as well. Now, I did use just my millions, as always. So here they are here, my velvet yarn. So these are the ones that I used. I absolutely love working with this yarn. It is so super soft, and I do use a 4.5mm hook when I'm crocheting up anything. Now, I did have to adjust the pattern a little bit for the dress to accommodate her little size. And I didn't want to use a bigger hook because I didn't think it would give good stitch definition. So all I did was basically, because I made it once and it definitely did not fit her, the dress, so I pretty much doubled it up. So there she is there. Like I said, she's our little Halloween witch. Now, she also has a Christmas costume, Christmas outfit. So let's see if I can get that one done for then. But for now, she's done for Halloween, and I couldn't resist. I made 2 little Halloween loveys. Let me grab them for you. These are so super cute. I absolutely love them. Now wait till you see them. Look at her. Now look, she is like a skeleton. She's got a little skirt under there. I love her face. And look at her. She's got her little arms poked out of there, and she's got her little picos down there. Now I made her matching with her little red bow and her little white face. And look at him. He's our little boy skeleton. I love his little hat. His little arms were poking out. No, his little arms can't poke out because he's got little chubba arms. Look at him underneath. Absolutely love him. Now they do squeak. Look at them. What a handsome couple they make. Now, I'm going to make you all giggle. Her little arms are sticking out because they're not as chubby. These are actually dog toys, but when I saw them, I couldn't resist. I thought, I don't really mind what they are, and I think it's very fitting that we have some dog toys for Halloween. So I thought I would definitely be making them, and I absolutely love them. Now, for those of you that live here in Australia, they were actually from the Reject Shop, and they were only $4 each, which is awesome. I did go in there and had a little visit the other day, so I'll show you what else I purchased from there, Halloween related, and eventually they're going to be have some towel toppers. I just can't resist, guys. So how cute are these? These were only $2 each, so how could I say no? Too cute to spook. How gorgeous is that one? Absolutely love it. And this one is The Witch Is In. Absolutely love the purple colors. Again, from the reject shop and only $2. Stay Spooky. I think that's super cool. And then we've got Home Sweet Haunted Home. So cool. And lucky last, this one's got like Boo and Eek and Witches, Wicked and other things on it. I absolutely love them. I just think they're gorgeous. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me check my clipboard, make sure I haven't missed out anything. Done and done. Perfect. So that's pretty much what I've been doing all week. I have got another project which I will hopefully bring to you very, very soon. I'm working on another blanket yarn project, so stay tuned for that. It's not too far away. And the only thing I've got now is a little bit of a wrap up on life. Some of you may remember from last week, I did mention that my son and his fiance, my partner and I were going to be off to the home show last weekend so that we could, and especially the children, get some ideas for their granny flat, which they'll move into after they get married next July. And let me tell you, they walked in there going, yeah, we pretty much know what we want, and came out with 100 ideas. They were talking about it all the way when we were eating our ice cream back to the car, because we ate lunch first, and then all the way afterwards, they actually popped out for a little bit. When they came home, they popped back into our room to have a little chat to us about some more ideas, and they were bringing up photos. So although, some of us might think, oh, it's just, maybe it's just a waste of time, it actually wasn't. It was a great day out. It cost absolutely nothing to enter, which was wonderful. Our Darling Harbour is a beautiful part of Sydney, so we got to enjoy a beautiful day out as well. The sun was shining, and you know what I love the most, guys? The time with the children, just bonding with them. Although they are all grown up now, albeit my son is 26 and his fiance will be 26 next month, to me they'll always be my babies. So it was just so wonderful to spend that extra time with them. Those few hours meant a lifetime to me, so it was amazing. Other than that, just work, guys, and home. Absolutely loving life. Thank God I have nothing to complain about. And I hope that it stays like that for all of us. I hope you've all had some wonderful downtime for yourselves. As always, crocheting is the way for me. I'm sure that's the way for you. I hope your family and friends have kept you happy and that your life is filled with joy. And any moment that isn't, remember, it's only going to pass as well. So make the most of the good times, and then let's just power on through the times that need a little bit more attention. As I say, let's not live in the problem, let's live in the solution, and I think that's what we all do. So guys, until I see you next time, take care. Bye bye for now.